Hey, girl, you know what? I have to start off
Hello.
by saying I think the devil was trying to take down this interview because I'm telling you, I had,
It ain't
right,
happening.
like I put it up and then all of a sudden it disappeared. Your picture, everything just left. I'm like, what is going on?
Don't worry about it. We're gonna go ahead with it. Satan can't win. God is stronger than wiser, and Satan can't compete with
Exactly,
God.
exactly. So I want to thank you. So welcome, thank you everybody for joining me today. My name is Geneva. This here is Geneva's Closet. I have with me today the beautiful, and she is really beautiful. So when you watch this back, people, you're gonna see
What
all
happened?
beautifulness, huh?
Wait a minute.
Okay.
Wait a minute. Something happened. I flipped it. I didn't know. I didn't know if I touched it. I flipped it.
We're having
How
technical
do I flip it back?
difficulties, people, but that's okay. That stuff happens. I'm telling you, the devil
How
trying
do
to
I
take
flip
us
it back
down.
around?
You know how you would normally probably on your camera, because you're on your phone. Okay,
I
yeah,
got
there
it,
you
girl.
go.
I got it
I'm
now. I
telling
got
you,
it. I'm new on here. I have never done this
don't
before.
even worry about it. Look, I done been on here a few times and I done struggled today. Today has been a struggle, but I have with me today Lillie Young. She is the author of the Purple Cinderella, but she's an author. She's a motivational speaker. She's an event host. So I want to thank you, Lillie, for being here with me today.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, I'm so happy to have you here with me. So, yeah, so where are you from, Lillie? Are you from Atlanta? Were you born
No,
and
I'm
raised?
originally from Spartanburg, South Carolina. I have been here in Atlanta 12 years.
Oh, wow. Okay, so what made you come to Atlanta?
God actually sent me here.
Okay. All right. So did it have anything to do with your career or anything, or you wanting to write the book or?
I've been thought about it many years ago, but I wasn't ready to face a lot of things at that moment.
Okay.
But I feel like God had to get me out of my comfort zone to get me where He needed me so that I could get to the place when I was 38 years old.
I agree with that. I heard what she's saying. I'm here with you. Now, the reason why I wanted to have you on is because I know that your book talks, The Purple Cinderella, talks about multiple childhood rapes that you've endured, you know, being a sex slave and a whole lot of other things that you said made you feel like that you were Cinderella. And the reason why it was of interest to me is because that I know that I've dealt with rape and, you know, abuse and things like that. And I know that everybody's story and everybody's process on how they deal with it is different. So I did get your book and I did read it, and I did not read it all because I've been really busy, but the parts that I did read was deep to me. And, you know, and it was a little bit hard to read just because, you know, hearing other people go through the pains and the different things that they went through. So, Lillie, can you tell us the reason why you decided to let this information out? Because it's usually hard for people to let that information out.
Yes, it's very hard to let the information out. That's why I went 30-something years and never revealed it. I had told a couple people when I was younger, and some people didn't want to hear it because they think you're crazy. You know what I mean? Because some people have not experienced it. But what led me to the moment of wanting to completely just tell my story was I was 38 years old. I was contemplating suicide, and I felt that my story would help others that have been raped and abused and that have considered suicide due to some of the things that I have been through.
Okay. I mean, well, yeah, well, that's definitely a good reason to write the book. And so when you did decide to write it, how did your family feel about that?
Some of them had my back, some of them didn't, you know, and I don't have a lot of family because my parents are deceased. They died when I was very young. I don't have a lot of family, so it wasn't many people can feel anything. But my step family, of course, they didn't like it at all. But it was those that, you know, raped me as a child. So no, they're not gonna like it because I'm telling on them.
Right, exactly. So can you like let people know that haven't read your book a little something about your book? I mean, like, what is your book about for the people that haven't read it?
My book is The Purple Cinderella, Surviving Multiple Childhood Rapes. This is my book, my autobiography, The Purple Cinderella, Surviving Multiple Childhood Rapists. My book, I'm going to read the back of it for you, okay?
Okay.
I am the Purple Cinderella. I got my glass slipper back at the beautiful age of 38. What led me to that moment was a life full of heartache and pain. One moment, Geneva.
Oh, no, go ahead.
Sorry about that. What
No,
led me
don't
to
worry about it.
Okay, I'm gonna start over. Okay, I am the Purple Cinderella. I got my glass slipper back at the beautiful age of 38. What led me to that moment was a life full of heartache and pain. I found myself at the point of suicide. In that pivotal moment, I got my glass slipper back, my life. I walked around dead inside for many years. My heart-wrenching childhood took me there. I was raped by my adult stepbrothers, some of my step uncles, some of my adult step cousins, and other men. They all stole a part of Cinderella's glass slipper. I became used to this childhood torture. I added the torture. I even fell in love with the torture. Not only was I made to lie on my back and service of pedophiles, my sister and I were slave labor for my stepfamily as well, forced to scrub and clean like Cinderella. Heartache and pain continued through my adulthood, bandages, crying inside. But at the pivotal moment of 38, God gave me life. Now I live. I got my glass slipper back. And my goal is to help others get their glass slipper back.
You know what? Now, I just heard you read something. You said that you fell in love with your drama. Is that what you said?
I fell in love with the pain. And this is the thing, the reason why I say that, which is a fact. And a lot of people go through, and some people are not at the point they want to be honest and say that.
That's
but
true.
I'm in a place of honesty and I'm honest with myself. I became used to it. So I accepted it and I liked it. I fell in love with it. It was happening every day because man and woman are made to be together, but they're not meant for man to be with a child. So it's normal for you to like being touched. I mean, I shouldn't have been touched as a child, but I was brought into this earth. God made woman to be with man. So I will get the same feelings as an adult woman would get. I began to like it, but I didn't understand it. And even though I began to like it, I would yet still act out because it's something inside would tell you as a child, this doesn't supposed to be happening. But if I'm a child, I don't understand. So I would act out, like I said, I would go to school, act out terribly. I would fight all the time. I even slapped my elementary school principal. I was just acting out, but I did fall in love with it because I liked it. I began to like it.
Okay, so for the people that haven't read the book either, because I'm going to ask you questions just like I haven't read the book. Okay, so what made you call it the Purple Cinderella? I mean, so what in it made you feel like that you was Cinderella? Because when I think of that, I think of, okay, well, then you must have been a stepchild. So your mom wasn't there. So wasn't your dad a stepbrother?
My mom left when I was a baby. She got me out of the hospital. And my dad had 4 children by himself that he was trying to raise. He met a lady that had 6 adult kids.
Okay.
She moved herself and some of her children into our home. And what was the question again? I kind of lost track. So
no, the question was why do you call it Cinderella?
Okay, I call my book. I named my book the Purple Cinderella because for one, purple is my favorite color. And my sister and I were slave labor to my step family. So that's when Cinderella come in. And if you have seen the movie The Color Purple, Celia was made to lay on her back. I was made to lay on my back for the pedophiles. So that's why I named my book The Purple Cinderella.
Wow. So, I mean, well, I love that, right. And right. Cause I had never heard that, like that name before, the Purple Cinderella. So it made me curious, like, okay, I get the Cinderella, but why does she call it purple? And then it makes you want to know what exactly did you go through? So what age did the abuse start?
It started around the age 4.
Oh my goodness. And how long did it last?
It lasted up till my father died and I left the home. My father died, I guess, 12, 13. So let's say 13 years old, because I don't, you kind of forget where age exactly. Right. But I'm going to say 13. So when he died, I was no longer in that home anymore.
Well, I know from experience from dealing with abuse as far as men, I know that at, a certain point, it makes you, for women, it can make us promiscuous.
Yes, it does.
And I know for me, it gave me a very distorted outlook, the way I look and view men. And, that's
very true.
And that definitely plays on my relationships still to this day. Do you still go through those things now being an adult woman? You know, because I feel this too, Lillie. I feel that a lot of the times we do say as an adult that we've gotten over things, but I don't even know if it's necessarily getting over it, or do you just
never get over it? Because I never get over
suppress it. Right.
You never get over it. I don't understand when people say that, because some people is like, but why did you wait this long? I live with it every day of my life. Every day. I was dying inside. It affected my life every day. Some of the things that I experienced because that I was promiscuous. When I left that household, my sister came and got us, and I ended up on my own because I ended up on my own very young, living from place to place. It continued to happen. Older men continued taking advantage of me because I was already programmed. So it's so easy for me to just do it. And some people don't understand that. It was like, well, why didn't you just tell me? It's not that simple. If you're used to something happening to you, you think it's the norm, and you continue to let people do it. And then I kind of like was a sex addict in my 20s.
Right. And then it's hard to, you know, try to figure out a way to get out of that, you know, because you almost have to teach yourself how to be strong and not allow yourself to get manipulated and pulled in because, you know, because we're older, so we know right from wrong, but sometimes it's just so hard to, you know what I mean? So like I had asked you earlier, do you feel like that to this day still play out in your relationships or things like that?
It doesn't today, but it did in my past because I treated men like crap. I didn't even, when I was young, I didn't realize till I'm older now, but I made other men pay the price for what they had done to me. That's true.
Yes, that is true that we do that. And I know from being a mom now, and then I have 4 children, so I have 3 girls and a boy, that you know, it makes me very, you know, I'm definitely watching men around them and, you know, definitely want to pay attention to where they're going and how many boys and men. So do you feel the same way too? Because I know that you have a daughter.
Yes, I have a daughter, and I was overprotective with her, and it kind of affected our relationship because I used to question her, did such and such touch you? Any man that will ever be around, I don't care who it was. I was asking, did they touch you? Did you know? And she's telling me, Mama, stop doing that. No, nobody touched me. I couldn't help it because of what happened to me. I will always question her. And I was too protected, and I made her miss out on a lot of things because I was like that.
I'm the exact same way because my oldest daughter, right? Because I just asked her recently and she's 20, but I still wanted to make sure, that did nothing happen when she was younger. So Lillie, if you know somebody, so if there's somebody that's going to be listening to this interview and they're going through some abuse or some things going on and they're trying to hold it in, because a lot of the times I feel like we keep secrets because we're worried about hurting other people, you know, like how it would make our family.
And Black people are taught to brush everything under the rug. We are taught that. Even as a child, you don't tell what happens in the household.
Yes, exactly. Right. So if there's somebody that's listening right now and they're going through something and they're holding them secrets because they're worried that if they tell that the father's doing this, it may hurt their mother or the rest of the family, what would you say to them?
I would say to them to tell, because I don't want to see anybody live the way that I did. I was dying inside for so many years. I would smile every day. People thought I was so happy. I was always involved in things, but I was truly dead inside. I don't want anyone to live like that because it takes you to a point where you feel like it's time to go. It's time to check out. And I don't want to see anybody get to that point where they want to commit suicide. I just don't want that for anyone. Some people end up on drugs. They end up in alcoholics. So many things. Some of them get involved in situations where people pimp them out. Then they end up getting diseases and AIDS, herpes, stuff they can't get rid of. And I don't want that to happen to anyone. I say tell, because today it's very dangerous out there. And there's a lot of men that have diseases that are purposely taking advantage of kids. They want to see other people suffer because they are suffering. They're sick in their mind.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you for that, Lillie. She letting you know, people, she's letting you know. And I strongly recommend to telling you have to try to release it. I mean, it's going to always be there because it's definitely something that you carry with you forever, but
it never goes away.
Right,
the
it
pain
doesn't.
remains the same. All you can do is prayer, but I tell people prayer is the answer.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, they got psychiatrists out there, but I don't believe in putting people on all this medication.
Oh, no.
That's just me.
Yeah.
I believe in prayer
Yes.
because prayer, that's why I'm here today. If it wasn't for me falling down on my knees that night, I was thinking about committing suicide, I would not be here.
Yes.
Prayer is the answer. I don't care what nobody says.
She's
They
giving
put people on
testimony.
all this medication, then they tell them they crazy. A lot of them ain't even crazy.
Yeah.
They got stuff going on with them that, you know what I mean? Because I had a lot going on inside.
Right.
A lot.
Yes. She's giving testimonies, people. She's trying to let you know. She's trying to let you know. So, Lillie, like, I know that you have another book called The Story of Kate.
Mm-hmm.
Did you write that before The Purple Cinderella?
No, this is actually my second
Oh, okay.
novel. The Story of Kate, Small Town Girl with Big Dreams.
Okay, now
and I'm
what
going
is
to read
this
the
book
back
about?
of this. Actually,
Okay, go ahead.
The Story of Kate is it's a fictional story, but with my life experiences.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. Kate was a teen that grew up in the trailer park. Kate's mom is Caucasian, her dad is black. Kate is mixed, blue-eyed. Kate is a mixed blue-eyed beauty. She got pregnant by her mom's second husband at 17. Her mom put her out. This is when Kate's life began. She got involved in prostitution, drug laws, etc. But in the end, Kate ruled the game, Minister Kate. It's a good, steamy story. And what I like about when I wrote this story, you have to grasp people's attention.
Okay.
And you have to make it so relatable that they can't put it down because everyone that has read my book has told me they couldn't put it down.
Okay.
My book, The Story of Kate, is steamy, it's exciting, it's sexual. It takes you in places that you may never travel, but I have.
Okay.
It's just that it takes you to places, it takes you like on a Lifetime movie because I have plans and praying that one day this will be a Lifetime movie.
Okay.
To be a Lifetime.
Okay.
It takes you to a place where, dang, this really happened. Oh my God. And then she turned into such a beautiful, godly woman. The Story of Kate is a must-have book. But first you need to get The Purple Cinderella. Go to Amazon.com, The Purple Cinderella, and The Story of Kate. You can also go to my website to get my book as well. ThePurpleCinderella.com.
Go to Amazon.com. Lillie, can you still see me?
I can see you, baby. Yes, okay. I can.
Right, because for some reason, I'm telling you, this computer is, are you trying to stop me from getting Miss Lillie Young's story out? Why? Is this supposed to help somebody today?
Girl, I'm going to tell you something. I'd be praying. I'd be like, I return to sender. People pray against you. They don't want you to succeed. I return to sender. It ain't happening.
I mean, it is ridiculous today.
The ones that pray against me, I pray against what they're trying to do. No weapon formed against me shall prosper. Return to sender.
Yes,
thank you. Negative things somebody pray upon you, you can return it to them. But when I pray and I tell God, I want to return it to them, but I don't wish them any harm. Even though they wish me harm, I don't wish you any harm. I wish you great success because I'm going to be successful, baby.
Yes. I told you. You heard it. You better recognize people.
They better
Miss
recognize.
Lily's not playing games. She's not playing games today, people. This is real. It's going down. No, I'm just saying. But yeah, okay. I'm like this stuff is crazy. Like right now, I can't even see you. So when I say that, like I'm dead serious. Like this whole thing is woo. But anyway, well then let me just stick with it. Okay, so what sheesh. What made you even want to write the story of Kate? Like, where did that come from? So are you a fiction, nonfiction?
I want to be an author that writes a little of everything because I have so many books in my head.
Okay.
What drove me to write the story of Kate? Because it's so many people that have had the same experiences as Kate, which it is a fictional story, but I put some of my life experiences in there. And I wanted people to know Lillie at a different level. Yes, I love the Lord. I experienced rape, but there's other things that happen in my life. And some of those things happen from because I was raped. You experience things, and then I had a child young, so I had to go life quickly. Just like
now, I can hear you a little better. Okay, I can
Geneva. Okay, I hear
you. You can't see me.
I had to.
Okay, go ahead. Okay, I can hear you. Go ahead.
Like I stated, I experienced a lot because just as Kate, I had my daughter young, and I experienced a lot. So I can relate to a lot of things that Kate went through in my book, The Story of Kate, because some of them are my life experiences, the good, the bad, and the ugly.
Right. Lillie, you know what? Because I'm just so disappointed that everything on my end, I'm going to say, is like very choppy. I can hear you, but it's a little bit choppy. And then, like I said, I can't hear you at all. I mean, I can't see you at all.
I can hear you. We ain't gonna
I know, right?
He can't defeat.
It's so disappointing, but anyway.
I don't let him control my destiny. I do not allow him to control my destiny. No, he is
not. No, he don't. Because we get knocked down a lot of times. It's always something, but you gotta, have faith that everything is gonna be okay. It's gonna be fine. It's gonna be absolutely fine.
You must. You gotta have faith. If you don't have faith, you don't have
No, you don't. And people have to realize, because I say that faith is sometimes thrown around so much, it almost becomes a little cliche. People be like, I know, you got to have faith. You got to have faith. But I be like, nah, people, faith, this whole faith thing is way deeper than that, because you have to know, hey, how you doing?
You got to have faith in works. And what I mean by works, you got to.
Yes, exactly. And then you have to know that while you putting in the work and things are getting hard and, you're getting knocked down, that without a shadow of a doubt, whatever you having faith in is going to work out in your favor. That's faith.
Yes.
Knowing without a shadow of a doubt that even when it's not going your way, at some point it will. And you can't let nobody change that. Not a nobody talk anything other than your faith. What? Because you and God done already had that conversation. God done already told you. So you just got to stick with that. So, Lillie, you know what? I mean, like, you are a socialite in the ATL, ain't you, girl? Like, every time I look at your Instagram page, you're somewhere, your magazine, radio stations, reality TV shows. So, like, what is this? I mean, like, you're just an everything lady.
Lillie Young is a brand. The Purple Cinderella is a brand. If you don't carry yourself like you're a brand, you're not going to get to where you want to go.
Yes.
I carry myself as a brand. I get out and I socialize with people, because that's how you get people to know what you're doing, what's your brand, and what's your focus. So I get out and I mingle. I get out and I go to all these networking things.
I can't hear you at all now. Hey, Tammy, now can you hear me and can you see Lillie? Because I can't even see her. So can you see her or can you hear her? Because I want to hear from somebody else. Because now I can't see or hear Lillie at all. They trying to take us down. They are trying to take us down. You know what? I'm going to refresh. And okay. So you don't hear her either now, do you? I can hear you and I can't see her. Okay, so you can't hear her or see her. Okay, so I'm going to completely refresh the page and hope and pray that we come right back to this. This is the craziest. This is the wildest interview I've ever had, ever in the history of interviews. Right, and now for some reason I can't hear her. Right, and I'm on default. Right, I can't even hear you this time. Sheesh. You know what? Let me refresh my page. Let me just refresh. Lillie. Dang on it again. I'm just so disappointed that it keeps going like this. I can't even hear her. Let me see if I plug my headphones in. Will I be able to hear you? Let me try that one right quick. And then we're gonna wrap up the interview. Let me see, can I hear her this time? Hello? Is my microphone on? Hello? Nope, I still can't hear her. So I got the right microphone. Hello? Right, because I think you can hear me, but I can't hear you. Right, she's going to go off and then come back in. Right, I'm just so disappointed that it's going like this. Yeah, well, my name is Geneva, and this is Geneva's Closet, and I'm here to interview Miss Lillie Young. She is the author, motivational speaker, and event host. She has the book, The Purple Cinderella, that talks about. Yes, now I can hear you. I can hear you. Oh my God, this is just, this is so, you know what, Lillie, I want to apologize because honest to God, I have never had an interview that went like this.
Girl, that's okay.
I mean, because I don't want you to think like, what type of stuff Geneva got me coming to do? It has never went like that.
No, don't even bring that up. I understand. I've been to radio stations and you have problems. So don't worry about it. It's life.
Right, but what I was going to say before everything started happening is I knew that when I had you on here, I knew that you were going to be great as far as talking, because I already know that you're a motivational speaker. And I already heard you do a little talking, so I knew that you would be great as far as motivating people and let them know the things that they need to know. What made you get into motivational speaking anyway?
I use it as a platform to let people know about being raped and abused, and let people know about it could be happening in their households, and to let them know that get your glass slipper back. Anything in life. It's not just about race. When I do my motivational speaking, I just don't speak about race. I speak about so many different things because there are so many different facets to me. Because, like, for example, I lost my parents young. It's people that don't have their parents. You know what I mean? I've been on my own since 12, 13 years old. And even though I've been on my own that long, I didn't let that stop me from doing things to be successful, because I have done a lot of things that you would be surprised I have done to not have parents. People peg me as a person gonna be on drugs, gonna be alcoholic. I'm none of those things, baby. I don't want to drink and do drugs because I like having pretty teeth and pretty skin, and long, luscious hair that God has blessed me with. So no, I would not end up that way, but I was pegged to end up on drugs and stuff. Because that's what people thought, because I didn't have parents, but because I always prayed, because my father made us go to church all the time when I was a child, even though hell was in the household. I always prayed, and I knew that I wanted to be someone. When I was in school, once I wasn't bad anymore.
Right.
I was an honor roll student. I was a homecoming queen. I just did so much. I mean, I paid for myself to go to college. Then nobody give me, nobody gave me nothing to go to college. I paid my own way to go to college. When I wanted to be a nail tech, I paid to go to manicure school on my own. Paid for everything. The government didn't give me that, because most people, when you don't have parents and you're a single parent, they love for you to get on that government stuff to keep you down. And I hate to say it, a lot of my Black people get kept down and they don't realize. And I was one of them ones like, God, I don't want to be like that. Right. I did whatever I had to do. I was not going to be like that. I just was determined. I didn't live a beautiful, bright, shiny penny life. I won't lie. But I just knew I was not going to end up how the system want most minority people. I was not going to do that. No, I'm no angel. And I'm not going to sit and pretend, but I knew that I was not going to be a minority that end up living their life forever somewhere you don't want to live. I was not. I just wasn't going to do it. And I was determined. And because I was determined, I paid to go to school for whatever I wanted to do. I didn't wait around on no government check. I did it on my own. Right. And I tell people, no matter, you can do whatever. It doesn't matter what it is, you can do it.
Yep. Right.
If you're going to do something, be great at it.
Yeah, and like you said, that's where the determination comes in. Because with the things that you went through, it could have went a whole different route. You really could have been out there with
I could have been a drug addict, but I was determined. Let me tell you something. I watched my stepbrothers do drugs. When I was a kid, I didn't understand what it was. Two of them, they would get a beer can and smoke. I didn't know what crack was. I was a child. Right. I didn't realize what happened to. I was on a team living on my own from place to place. Me and my friends, we was young. We didn't understand. We teenagers. We would sleep from place to place. I saw people smoke crack out of a can. Then I realized that's what my stepbrothers was doing. You know what I mean? Right. I didn't know better. So that told me I don't want to do that. I don't want to look crazy. You know what I mean? I always knew I didn't want, and I'm not judging people that have been on drugs. I knew people that have been on drugs came off of it.
Right.
And they are doing good, baby.
Right. That's true.
I'm not judging people. I just knew that was not what I wanted to do.
Exactly.
It wasn't what I wanted to do. I watched my stepmother be an alcoholic. I have watched the ambulance come to our home, pump her back to life several times. So I knew I was not going to be an alcoholic. God, oh no, I don't want to do that. Right. No, it wasn't what I wanted to do.
Right.
And there's nothing wrong because there's plenty of people that have been alcoholics that are successful. So I'm not saying they are bad people. True. I knew that was not what I wanted.
Exactly. Right. And that's good for people to hear your story, to hear that you can go through a lot and a lot could have happened in your life and it could have like mentally brought you down and you can make some bad choices and you can decide and have the determination and the will and the faith to want more and do more. And then you can, you know, have the whole thing turn around for you because as an entrepreneur, I mean, right, because you done took this whole thing that happened to you and, you know, you done wrote books on it. You're like an entrepreneur. You've become a motivational speaker out here telling your story. So you've really turned this whole thing around for yourself.
And I want others to do it. I don't care if you've been to prison. You can get out of prison and still do something. You just got to be determined because I'm going to tell you, people are going to beat you down and say, you did this, you did that. But you got to forgive yourself because for years, I didn't forgive myself. I didn't forgive the others for many years. You got to forgive yourself and forgive other people and keep going no matter what people tell you. But don't have it in your head, no crazy ideas because I ain't going to try to help you with no crazy ideas. I'm not going to motivate you with something crazy. But you got to have a good idea that's reasonable. Stick to it no matter how bad it is. You stick to it. Because I'm going to tell you something. When I first started up with the Purple Cinderella, I got the texts people sent me. People left me voice messages. I was told, don't nobody want to hear your story. Oh, that motivated me because I always been like, you can't tell me I can't do something. That's just who I am. You're not going to tell me I can't do something. That's not who Lillie Young is. I was told by one of the people that filmed my first documentary, they wouldn't give me the filming or anything. And they told me, nobody want to hear your story. You think somebody want to hear your story? They don't know me. Bam. I was on Lifetime.
Wow. Hey.
Suck it. That's how I feel. Take that. You told nobody want to hear my story? Bam. I've been on several TV shows. Take that. You told nobody want to hear my story? I done been in so many magazines, I can't even count them. So you can't tell me nobody want to hear my story because God told me you're going to tell the story. This is your time to help people and help yourself. This is your calling. This is your blessing. Get out there and let people know the Purple Cinderella is real. And there's several other Purple Cinderellas out there. About getting your glass slipper back. It's not just about rape. It's about getting your life back, period. I don't care what race you are. It's about getting your life back because Satan is powerful. He out there taking people's lives every day. He was going to take my life at the age of 38. But because I know the Lord, I know God, I know the person, there's no way Satan can take me. I'm too powerful. God is bigger than all of us because God is me. I'm powerful. So no, Satan, you can't help me, baby.
You know what? I got to put my shades on. Because this lady is serious. I had to put the shades on.
I'm serious about this. And I mean, I want people to know because I'm about to get
I can tell.
I want people to know that God is so real. Don't let people tell you can't do nothing, baby. Don't let people tell you that. Because when they told me nobody wanted to hear my story, I didn't let it break me down. I'm going to tell you, I went hard. Before my book was even out, I was in magazines. People was contacting me. I want to have your story. I'm going to put your story in magazines. One of the people that got a magazine, Alex Thomas, the actor, comedian, is on the cover. My books weren't even out. That's how I know you can't tell me God ain't real. They put my story in it. They contact me again. They have Stacey Cuts on the front. She cuts all the celebrities, have from Puff Daddy. Anybody you name, that lady cuts their hair, all the men. I wrote my own article. They told me, I want you to write your article. I wrote my article. I wrote it. So you can't tell me God ain't real. I didn't even finish high school. I got a GED, baby. Yes, I paid my way to go to college. So you can't tell me you can't do nothing. Because I'm going to tell you, my whole time with me being a young girl, I was told, you're not going to be nothing. My stepmother told me, you ain't going to be nothing. But I was like, that ain't happening to me. You know, you can't tell me I ain't going to be nothing because God already told me what I'm going to do. Then why should Purple Cinderella be a movie?
You know, that's why I had to have her, people, because she said, Lillie, I'm proud of you. I mean, look,
I'm proud of myself
everything.
because I come from nothing. I come from no parents, rapes, living place to place. I don't stay in crack houses with friends. I never smoked crack, but I slept from place to place. I have experienced so much. I'm gonna tell you, my book is good, but when I have it's stuff I ain't even told. So when it become a movie, I'm telling everything, everything, the bad, the good, to the ugly, the ugly. I'm telling it all because people need to know. Because this is what's happening in households. This is what a lot of grown people are doing to kids, from the women to the men. This is happening every day. This is happening. You cannot trust your kids around different type of men. I just read something on Facebook yesterday. It really hurt me. This lady left her kid around her boyfriend, and he raped. Oh my goodness! I don't like when women take their kids around all these different men. Don't do that. You are destroying your child mentally in so many ways, whether they touch you or not. You are destroying. I know men that have been raped. You are destroying your little son by taking all these different men around him. Stop doing that. Stop it. Stop taking different men around your kids. You don't know what they're capable of. They will break your kids down. Your kids are being broken down mentally when they see different men. Your kids are being broken down mentally when you're not trying to be successful to show them how to be successful. So no matter what happened, do what you got to do to be successful. Do what you got to do, and do what you got to do to make sure your kids are okay. I cannot take it when I see on social media these women's husbands and men raping these kids. No, I can't take it no more. Women got to put their foot down, and no, and it's just not happening to girls. I want people to understand it's boys that are being raped too as well. And they can become a mental case because they can become on drugs. They can become alcoholics. It's just not about the women. So I don't want anybody to feel like they're left out because it's happening to, I know grown men that it has happened to. So it's bigger than just what we think it is. It's something that we really just got to pray about and pray that demon out, pray that spirit away from our children, pray that spirit out your house. So I pray every day, all day, because anyone can be on an attack all day long. It doesn't matter who you are. It can happen. So you got to stay prayed up. Yes. That's the key. And that's the way you stay connected to God. Yes. It's just what it is. Yes. Right. Hey, Lillie telling you everything. Lillie, I appreciate you coming on today and being very open and honest and, speaking from your heart about, everything that you've went through and trying to inspire and motivate others. Like, I really do appreciate that, because that's what this platform is about. It's about really coming out and really speaking the truth, not partial sin and not doing half-ass work, but completely coming out. So I appreciate you, like showing your and emotions. I appreciate you. So thank you. And I'm going to say it again. I am speaking with the author, the motivational speaker. She's an event host. The lady is the ATL socialite. Like, seriously, the lady is not, Miss Lillie Young is not playing games when it comes to going out there networking and, making sure that her brand is on point. She is the author of actually 2 books, The Purple Cinderella, that tells the story of multiple childhood rapes that she endured when she, like I said, when she was a child, and the story of Kate, which is not based on her life, but she said is a very good book and you should go read it. You're gonna really like it. It's not based on my life, but some of my life experiences, and it's a fictional story with my life experiences, the good, the bad, I just put it in, And she and you can go on Amazon to go get both of the books, correct, Lillie? Yes, Amazon.com. You can get The Purple Cinderella. Okay, right. Yes, and please show them the book, which is my autograph. Yes. And you can get the story of Kate, small town girl with big dreams. They're both on Amazon, but you can go to my website and the link is on there. You just click on the link and purchase the book. ThePurpleCinderella.com. www.thepurplecinderella.com, and you can get both of my books from there. The paperback is $12.99. The ebook is $5.99. And then, Lillie, because I actually first found you on Instagram, so where can people find you at on Instagram? You can find me on Instagram at Lillie Young. You can find me on Facebook at Lillie Young. And you can also find me on Twitter at Diamonds Pearls.
Diamonds and Pearls Twitter. So the same handle that she uses for Blab is also her Twitter Blab. You know how that works, Blab?
Yes, that's my
Twitter know how page. That works. So, Lillie, do you have any, because I know that you said that you have something that you're going to be letting the cat out the bag real soon about something that you got going on.
Mm-hmm. I'm just waiting on the lady to email me the thing.
Okay, well, I'm excited.
Because I actually spoke with her before I started.
Okay.
So
okay, well, I'm excited.
I'm just waiting for her to send me the thing, and I'm gonna post it. I got so much going on. God is beautiful.
Okay, so you do got a lot going on right now.
God is,
Okay. So, because I know you always got some radio interviews, and I know that you're gonna be in some magazines coming up. You want to mention those?
Yep. I'm gonna be on the cover of a magazine March, and they put my story in there, which I'm gonna post about.
Okay, so make sure you follow her on Instagram, people, if you want to know these things. She's not giving out.
And I'm gonna be that name I ain't gave out you because I'm waiting on them to send me the things so I can post it. I'm also gonna be in GBMG magazine as well. That comes out next month, February. But the other magazine that I'm talking about, it comes out in March, and I will be on. But I'm going to post about it on social media. So go to my social media pages. Make sure you follow me. Make sure you tell your friends to follow me. Lillie Young, Instagram, Facebook, Lillie Young, Twitter, Diamonds Pearls. And thank you guys for listening. Tell more people about Genevas's Closet. You got to get people to listen in, support each other. It's all about you follow, I'll follow. It's about getting those stats.
It is. And I'm a fan of yours, Lillie. Thank you so much.
I'm a fan of yours.
Today has been a crazy interview, but thank you for staying with me while we went through our back and forth. And congratulations with everything that you've done and that you have coming up.
Thank you.
I mean, I'm so proud of you. I just met you, but I'm still proud of you.
Thank you.
Because you go hard on Instagram. Like, you seriously go hard on Instagram as far as advertising. So I don't see why nobody wouldn't know about her. I'm just saying, people. I'm just letting you know. But thank you so much, Lillie. I'm going to let you go. And
thank you, too.
I'll talk to you later about that other interview.
Okay.
Bye, Lillie.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Yay. Thank you, everybody, for joining me while I interviewed the beautiful, isn't she beautiful, people? The beautiful and lovely and well-spoken. I already knew when I had her on here that it wasn't going to be an issue as far as conversation. I knew that because I know that Lillie is well-spoken because I've talked to her on the phone already. I already knew that. I already knew that she was going to come on here and say everything that you needed to hear. So when I tweet this video out and I start advertising it, because you know I will, I want people to hear what she has to say, because Lillie just told you the things that she went through. And if she can go through those things and come from out of that and be the entrepreneur woman that she is, then hey, she just said that if she can do it, then you can too. There's no excuse. And she is a business coach. So if you need her as a business coach, like I said, make sure that you go follow her, like she said, on Instagram and Facebook at Lillie Young, and then follow her website. Her website was what? thepurplecinderella.com. thepurplecinderella.com. Make sure you go on Amazon and get both of her books, The Purple Cinderella and The Story of Kate. Make sure that you go get both of those books. I enjoyed interviewing her today. My name is Geneva. This is Geneva's Closet. What is Geneva's Closet, you ask? You're probably sitting there wondering, like, who is she? Like, what is Geneva's Closet? Well, Geneva's Closet is a platform to highlight and to advertise other entrepreneurs and people out there trying to build their brand and build their thing up. That's what we're here for. We're trying to highlight you and to get you out there, people. And we talk about anything here on Geneva's Closet, sex, love, relationships, kids. It doesn't matter. We just want to get all the information out. And Geneva, I have a lot going on. I have I'm a co-author in a book. The Pain to Passion is coming out, launching March 15th of this year. So make sure that you go check that out. And I've been on TMZ. I was on TMZ yesterday talking about, who was I talking about? I was talking about Kanye West and the whole Wiz Khalifa drama. So just make sure that you go follow me, Geneva at Geneva's Closet. on Instagram, Facebook, Geneva's Closet. One word. You can find me on YouTube at Geneva's Closet. Make sure you follow me on Twitter, just like here on Blab. I am Geneva Lifestyle. Please go follow me. Just go follow me on Instagram at Geneva's Closet. From there, you can find me on pretty much everything because I advertise everything on there. I am also in addition, I'm a motivational speaker. I'm a coach. I'm a marketing and advertising expert. If you ever need me for anything, make sure that you email me at genevasclosett22@gmail.com. Thank you again, Miss Lillie Young, the author of The Purple Cinderella. I'm Geneva Closet. I am getting up out of here. It's been a crazy interview. I'm ready to be done already. But I want to thank Miss Lillie for joining me today. And I will talk to you next time, blabbers and people. Bye.